I would like to say that sounds ride upon the waves of intonation. Intonation and rhythm constitute the waves, and that's the foundation of language. And the sounds kind of ride up and down. The a, I, u, s, s, sh, b, b, they kind of ride up and down along those waves in a language. And the importance of what we call suprasegmentals. So segmentals, we mean consonants like k, p, sh, a, I, u. And suprasegmentals are those kind of secret things. They're invisible, and they're the rhythm, and they're the stress, and the intonation patterns, and connected speech. These are all essential elements of pronunciation instruction. So intonation is like the pattern or the melody of pitch changes in connected speech. And this provides that essential backbone, like the backbone that makes you stand up, right? So you think about that more or less. Probably from your written materials, you think about that less or not at all. But I'm here to tell you that it's important to think about those sorts of things too in order to project those sounds that you probably have more experience with into a way with waves of rhythm and intonation that makes it easy, intelligible, comprehensible, easy for other people to understand. All right, another thing about repetition, that if you focus the repetition on certain parts, it's necessary to activate your neurophysical connections and to promote this automaticity and flexibility. So what do I mean by that? I mean that when I'm speaking right now, I am not thinking about I'm not thinking about sounds, right? I'm thinking about it because I'm thinking about my ideas and everything's coming out pretty automatically. And that way it happens. Why does it happen? Because I've been speaking this language for years. And also I've been training myself to pay attention to sounds and pay attention to sounds in the stream of speech and in projecting my voice so that everybody can hear me without having difficulty. So this is the sort of thing that you want to develop in yourself as teacher and in your students as learners, okay? So these things are kind of invisible, these suprasegmental things. What do I mean by invisible? You never write them down. We don't see them in books. We see consonants and vowel letters in our pages on the book. And this is how we all became, educated, through books, through learning. Well, we didn't really spend a lot of time thinking about what happens to the intonation and the stress and the rhythm. This requires us to kind of, really pay attention overtly, specifically, to emphasize these elements, especially when we want to help our students become better speakers. So, about the importance of suprasegmentals, yes. Why? Because misstressed words, that means stressed in the wrong place, and improper intonation lower the comprehensibility of what you say. So that means people have difficulty if you misstress. You put the stress in the wrong place in a lot of words. If your intonation pattern doesn't follow what is expected, then a lot of people will go, huh? What are they saying? And maybe after they figure that word out, then another word comes and they miss the rest of the sentence. So we want to help you today with understanding this suprasegmental aspect. So these, we also call it prosody, like music. And the music or these elements are, they're not necessarily evident, especially to native speakers. If you ask a native speaker about this, they won't know. Why? Because it's invisible. We don't teach it in text. We don't write these things down. They know how to do it, but they don't know how to explain it. If you're a linguist, then you study these things, you study things like this, and you share that with you, the teachers, who are going on to become teachers of English to students of various levels. So what you are doing here in this session is to learn about that so that you too can help make the rhythm, the stress and intonation explicit. So it's really there in front of you and accessible, something that your students can really understand and receive by engaging in the multiple sensory learning modalities, not just listen and repeat, listen and repeat, listen and repeat. I see that too much. Too much, just listen and repeat. I want you to listen, repeat, feel. Listen, observe, feel, and move, right? You already know that from the beginning. Right, we got some more stuff here. So, one of the main things, the basic units of sound is a syllable, right? So syllables, for example, right now I can clap for each syllable that I am saying. I can clap for each syllable that I am saying. And I can do it at the same time as I am speaking because I have had practice doing this. So if you do this a lot and you talk to your mirror, then you too can clap as you speak. But I'm going to let you have a little bit of practice. So we will do 1-syllable words, 2-syllable words, 3-syllable. We'll take our time step by step. All right. You all have a pair of hands, right? Okay, we're going to start with 1-syllable words and we're going to clap at the same time as we speak. This one, at the beginning, I will demonstrate, you will do it together. I will demonstrate, you will do it together. So here's how we'll do, we'll say Rome, Rome, Spain, Spain, Boston, Boston, Japan, Japan, Seattle. Do you know Seattle? Seattle is a city in the state of Washington on the west coast of the United States. Yeah, okay. Seattle. Canada. Canada. Canada is our neighbor. The U.S. has a neighbor at the north, and that is Canada. And where do I come from? San Francisco. San Francisco. Now there's another country in the south of the South Africa. What is that called? It's called South Africa. South Africa. Now I told you that I live in an area known as Silicon Valley. Which is not the name of any city or state or district, but it is an idea. It's the name of a concept about where all the high-tech stuff is. My city name is Sunnyvale. It's in the San Francisco Greater Bay Area, and this area is called Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley. And another 5-syllable word that's a country in northern Africa is Ethiopia. Ethiopia. So what happens when you clap? You feel the sensation of syllables, right? Okay, so clapping is a very, very useful and easy way that you and your students can use to heighten the awareness of syllables. What else happened while we were clapping? Did I say San Francisco or did I say San Francisco? San Francisco. So what happened when I clapped? Not dot, 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 dot like that, but dot, 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 dot. What happened? You feel a sense of rhythm, right? Rhythm. So rhythm, we talk about rhythm in speaking. We talk about rhythm in music. How about dancing? Do any of you like to dance? Okay, so if we want to do da, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, this is one rhythm, but if I'm going that's a different rhythm, right? Different rhythm. Why? Some are long, and some are short, some are long and some are short, right? So you have to pay attention to rhythm, not only when you're dancing, also when you're singing and when you're speaking. Now, probably your textbooks don't tell you that, do they? Do they talk to you about rhythm? Do your textbooks say that? No? Okay, I'm telling you, okay? So you have to add that to your curriculum. You have to add that sense of rhythm in language. Because I don't say San Francisco, I say San Francisco. San Francisco. Right? So this time when we pronounce everything, I want you to not only feel the sense of stress, syllables, but also da 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 da. So the stress and rhythm, feel that, all right? Let's do it. Rome, Spain, Boston, Japan, Seattle. Canada. San Francisco. South Africa. Silicon Valley. Ethiopia. Very nice. How do your hands feel? Nice and warm. Woo! All right, now, sometimes I like you and my students to think about the rhythm and stress patterns without the sounds. Because sometimes, you know, like when you're speaking English or any foreign language, you think, oh, I've got to make these sounds out of my mouth, and I've got to do the rhythm, and I've got to do the stress. So sometimes we just take away the words, the sounds, and work only on the stress and the rhythm to feel that first. So I wonder if you can look at the screen and clap what's in the first box on the left. How does it sound? All right, so when I do it, it sounds like this. Can you see big, small? Big, small? So big, small. Yes. Good. How about the box right below it? Small, big. Right? All right, let's compare those two boxes. First one. Again. Second one. Again. Oh, your hands are going like, wow. All right, now let's go into the second column. This has 3. So what do you have? You have big, small, small. How does that going to sound? Okay, watch me. Some of you are going big, small, small in your mouth and your head, but you're not doing it here. Okay, so let's do it like this. Can you see? Much better. I can hear it. I can see it. I can hear it. Let's do that again. Very nice. All right. Underneath is the second box in the second column. Small, small, big. Can you do that? Good. All right. Now, in the third column, we have 4 syllables, right? Yeah. And we have big, small, small, small. Can you do that? Okay, now listen to the way I do it. Watch me. That's pretty good, but I hear some people clapping a lot more, a lot less. You gotta have the right notes of syllables, okay? If I say 4, do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't do 5. Don't do 3. 4. You know how to count to 4, right? All right, let's try that again. That's a lot better. Doesn't that sound better? All right, can you do the box underneath the second column? Sorry, third column, second row. What is that? Okay, you got small, big, small, small. All right, now listen to the way I do it, okay? This is the way I do it. I do it this way. Ah, beautiful. That sounds very nice. Can you do it again, please? Yes. Very nice. All right. Can we tackle the column 4? How many syllables do we have in that one? 5. Not 6. 5. Not 4. 5 syllables. All right. And we have the pattern big, small, 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 small. Can you do that? Try it. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Watch me. Watch me. This is how I do it. Very nice. All right, let's go to the second row. Oxan's 5 syllables. What's the pattern here? Small, 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 big, small. Try it. Again. Okay, now watch me. This is how I do it. Yay! Good job. You did a good job on that one. Woo! How do your hands feel? They're burning. All right, so.